Alright, give me 2 seconds. We're just going through some setup. I'm on my knees. You can see me right here. Don't worry. If you're rewatching the live stream. And also Naoe is on screen. Let me just move her around so you can see where she's placed on the screen. Give me 2 seconds. 1 sec. I am on my knees right now trying to... Hold on. Hold on. Wait. There should be a hatch at the top. There should be a hatch at the top. Ah, yeah. Naoe. Go to the top. Launch. Yeah. Alright, where's the top? Where's the top? There you go. Go on, girl. Nope, wrong thing. Drop down. Here. Yep. Nope. The ladder. Yep. There you go. Ooh. I would have done that. Never mind. Up. Open it up. Alright, let me just place Naoe there so you just know that I'm, let me just... Yeah, right about here will do. Let me just place Naoe there for a second. Well, let's do a little bit of setup because this live stream is going to be a bit special. You can hear some sirens probably going across right now. I am down here. You can see me just kneeling. I'm just going to get onto my stool in a second. But I'm going to do a little bit more setup before we get into this one because there was something very special you might have seen from the YouTube shorts. There's more of that what we were doing in this gameplay. So give me 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're in the chat, the chat's about to change slightly. So don't worry. I'm here. Stay cool. 1 second. No, it's because I'm kneeling, so my can looks high. I'm on the floor 1 sec, so I'm just setting all this up. So give me 2 secs. It's the only way that I can reach my laptop in order to do the proper setup, because I do need to go back into the some of the settings and whatnot and do all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that I'm giving myself the best step forward, my best foot forward in terms of the metadata of this thing. So, first of all, YouTube needs to recognize that this live stream actually exists. That's step one. Okay, there we go. That's good. Alright, so that's probably step one. Let's be honest. I think that's probably step one. Alright. Let's open that. That's the one. So another one. Another one. Typing is on point right now. And I see shadows as well. Right, so the thing's about to change just slightly. Almost there. Oh gosh, I wonder if I can add tea water there. There we go. Beautiful. Yes. Right, so it looks like Team Water's up to 18 million. So we're not at 40 million yet, but we're nearly at 20 million. And that's what I want to do as well. Alright. That is beautiful. That way the fundraiser's already on. I don't have to put a link. Because the way that I've done it is the fundraiser is actually now a part of the stream. So I wanted to try it this way instead of adding my link to the top of the chat. I just feel like it's just more of an effective way. You know, although it's not going through my specific Team Water link, it's still there through Mr. Beast's Team Water link. So I think that might work a little bit better. Also might help Mr. Beast recognize that this stream is helping towards that as well. So if anyone donates through the fundraiser that's now attached to this, give me a big thumbs up. Second, a few more little changes that I'm going to do before we start jumping into the gameplay here. I can't hear the game myself just yet either because I haven't got my headphones plugged into my controller, and I'm also still doing a little bit of setup. So yeah, as you can see, moving this microphone into position for Team Water. Yeah, let's get it, baby. Right, so I got a few more things that I'm going to do on the back end just to make sure that this stream is going to be a success. Because if it's not a success, then we're not winning. That means we can't help Team Water to the best of our ability as a part of Team Water. And if you're helping and donating, I want to make sure that you're getting highlighted as well. Because Mr. Beast is also doing shout outs to people that are making small donations. So as well as the really big donations that we get in from really big companies, if you're making a donation, Mr. Beast and Mike Rober are also letting us, like, you know, they're doing shout outs for those people as well with the smaller donations. So it doesn't mean just big donations. A small donation also counts. £1 or $1 means 1 year of clean water for those that have in need. I had to take a gulp. Which reminds me, before we jump into this gameplay, I'm going to drink some water. Which is just over there. Because I think we practically, I think we set up right now. I think this is a really good setup and how we got this set up right now. I think it's not too shabby. So. Yeah, it's also nowhere near as hot as it has been. So my energy is ups, baby. It's ups. The energy's ups, baby. Oh yes, baby. I can hear now. So I can hear the game. Naoe. Let's observe first. I'm in Izumi Setsu, so I have... Ooh, that temple has not been sorted out. I think I better go and sort it out. Change Naoe's outfit a little bit. So I'm going to put her Shinbakufu. No, not Shinbakufu. The Kakoshibaiki outfit that she has. So the Kakoshibaiki... when my tongue works, the Kakoshibaiki outfit that she has. I have like a few of them, but the one that... what the hell? The Protector Onamoshi Kasodo. I already have one, but that was a higher level, so that's interesting. Right, let's get this little bit of customization before we get into the gameplay and start mashing up people in the game because I'm the GOAT. Just need to bend around my stuff there so I can see what I'm doing. I'm also going to put her hood on because I didn't do that in the rest of the gameplay last time. So Naoe, I will do you justice today. What do we have equipped? We have the Tonto and a Katana. Tonto main weapon. That's a bit odd, but let's have a look at that mastery really quick. Hello to you in the chat. So that is... I need to move my screen. Zane, I think your name is Z-E-I-N. Z, did I say Z? Z-E-I-N. Zane, I think your name is, or Zine. Kath Ramis. I apologise for butchering your name if I did. But as you can see, I'm a lot more spry today. Yeah, I'm good with my Tonto and my Katana. I'm good with it. Let's make the leap. To the position of the camera. Move it over to the left slightly. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'll leave it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Couple of fans here. Is there a merchant nearby? I'm in the merchant province of Izumi. Let's go, Naoe. Let's do this. I'm wide awake right now. And you're gonna see some gameplay now. There's a big difference between me the last time I was live and me right now. Whee! Nope. Sort of a step up. Careful. It's more careful than it was. Water. Team water. Let's get in that water. Just to show you the water. Now this is not drinking water. Make sure clean water is the objective. Don't forget, Team Water. This is a Team Water fundraiser as well as a Ubisoft partner video because Ubisoft provided me with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Observe. Thank you so much, Ubisoft, for providing me with Assassin's Creed Shadows, making this live stream possible, and all the long form and short form content that I'm able to make as a result. So thank you to Ubisoft for providing me with the game. Let's keep jumping in and show you more of Assassin's Creed Shadows, especially those of you who haven't got the game or are just curious about the game. Anthony Biggs, been a long time viewer. I remember you watching my Super Geeks video. Do you remember that? Do you remember Super Geek, the game show that I did? You was actually a winner in one of the episodes.
Near the river at night. The little green creatures from the fireside stories?
Little green creatures?
They are sea turtles, nothing more. The fear I saw in the eyes of the merchants was very, very real.
Did he say by the coastline? At night. Right, so let's have a look at this, because if it does... He says, yeah, brother, yeah. Big up, Anthony Biggs. I had to edit, I was editing those, everything was edited myself. Everything's edited myself, so when it came to Super Geek, I still do have my templates that I created for it, but it's just not something that I've delved back into yet recently. Also, there was, if you remember, the Wheel of Whoop-Ass. That's a little bit hard for me to recreate because the template, I'd need to do a little bit more editing to make sure we can do it with the games that we now have available. But, yeah, man, you were there for all that. I made a playlist of it at one point. Why are we up by Wakasa? I'm all the way down here. I'm actually in Yamashiro. I'm going to go here. It's a very densely populated sort of province. There's quite a lot of people here in this area of Japan, in feudal Japan. Obviously, it'll probably be a lot more busy now. Cats! Lots of cats. Also, hi to the Arabic written name in the chat. I cannot read your name, I apologize, but hello to you as well. He said, watching me holds lots of memories, G. Not in a weird way, bro, but me and my girl used to watch you all the time and love you. But you're captivating, bro, and persistent. That was when you was popping off. Yeah, that was actually one of my, how do I put it? That was, it was leading on to something, but with those types of videos, they were a little bit harder to catch on shorts.
You're so cute.
So it was sort of like if I'm deviating too far away from the game, that's where it was having a little bit of an issue with the algorithm and the success of the videos. So I kind of need to grow more before I can venture back into that direction, which is why I'm also, you know, enjoying my games and doing, you know what I mean?
Aren't you sweet?
Then we can start to spread my wings again a little bit more, do a lot more, you know, that kind of stuff. It's just sometimes the way things go, baby. The way things go, baby. Yo, baby. I'm going to say bye to these cats. Otherwise, I'll be stroking these cats for a long time. Ooh, how do I find my way to that shrine from here without going through the bushes? Very interesting question, Mr. Allen. We should probably use the guide. Let's get to a path and make it make sense. Oh, am I already here? That's kind of weird. I've been to the shrine before. No. We're not here yet. Oh, don't Naoe. Use the pathfinder, the guide, there we go. Ah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you spread those wings, brother. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Still love you. We split though. She ruined me, but you keep my spirit alive, brother. Hey, yo, I've had some relationships that have been really interesting as well, bro. Like, trust me, I've been there, man. I've had quite a few breakups. Some, you know, it's good to see sometimes when your ex, like, moves on. I had two of them that got married. One that's kind of missing in action. She did capture some attention in a club at one point. sometimes when, you know, you see your ex in like some sort of trouble or anything like that, and then obviously you see it on social media, you know, you do feel kind of way about it. Or you might be like, yeah, I used to date that person. Like, you know what I mean? They hope they wish them all the best. Or that kind of thing. I'm that kind of person. Like, if I've broken up with somebody, I'm not really trying not to be negative towards it. It's not going to get you anywhere, like, and so it's like, I don't know, I have like more self-respect for myself to let the person taint who I am on the inside. It's not who I am underneath the glasses. It's what I do that defines me. They move quick on this AC. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This AC does not mess around. I need to just quickly double check something. It is plugged in. Where about? I have to make sure my phone is plugged in. My phone is my internet right now. Should we give you some speed? With the assassinations. This is a good location to practice my assassinations before we get to the next shrine. Can't jump over there, they would have noticed me. Ooh. Maybe look first. There is a hole in this wall. Too bad for them. A very bad construction. I won't have time to subdue that guy. How's the view looking? Looking all good? Anthony Big says, that's crazy, bro. How you getting through it, bro, car? Not gonna lie. She is on my mind all the time, but it was toxic. So if you love her, let her go. None can taint you, brother. Spirits are higher. You gotta move on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to, if like, women aren't afraid, usually, of you being with another woman, unless they still have something attached to you, which a lot of women won't admit they do, but they do. They don't want to see you with other women. But sometimes, if you was to get back with somebody, if you're that way inclined, moving on can actually be a positive in that respect. Ooh, they noticed me. I need to move quickly. So it's depends on the type of woman you're with. It's not always the same with each woman. Depends on the type. What she'd like. Take him. Don't pick him up. I like how she takes cover without me having to hold or anything. Like, I kind of just... Hold on a sec. Cute. Oh no.
Keep your eyes open.
Push into the wall. See where these two go.
We have to find out what that was. Come on.
Missed. Terrible. You're on top of the other guy now. Leave the civilian. I don't want to kill the civilian. Civilian can stay here. Yeah, the more breakups you have as well, the more experience you get with that. So, obviously, if you wear your heart on your sleeve, get back on that horse. He won't, but you will. Observe. Exactly, my guy. Exactly. Yeah, you 100% get back on that horse, bro. You kind of have to. Like, I have to. Like, with my, how do I put it, man? Just my, you know, like who I am. I gotta do something. Especially if you love the opposite. If you love women a lot, like, you know what I mean, I do. It's just part of my DNA, man. Kind of forges you into a person. It forges you into a new person. Like all your experiences do. It puts you in like a, you know, you experience, you love, you lose, you grow. You experience anew. And with new opportunities come new experiences. So if you like adventure, you have an opportunity for adventure. Now, I don't normally take out civilians, but this guy, I'm going to show you an assassination that you can do through the shoji doors. Just make sure we're in the clear. I think we are. Trying to take off my... There we go. Launch! As you can see... Oops, someone saw that. He's running kind of far. I might be able to get him before we... Where's that exit? You've caused this man to die. Now time to get the civilian. Sorry, civilian. I'll make it fast. You were causing too much trouble. Ion's channel says, oh, that was clean. Oh yeah, bro, I'm awake now. I'm not hot and sweating, and I can make it clean. Watch me take them all out for you in way different ways. Many different ways I'm gonna take them out. Through the doors, through the alleyways, around the corners. I'm gonna throw the kunais and shurikens at the headshots, everything. Watch me do it, it's gonna be sick. What did Anthony Big say in the chat real quick, bro? That she was... I'm gonna shut up about it. No, you don't. You definitely don't need to shut up about it, man. This stream is also about our conversations. You can jump in, have the conversation with me, bro. Let's talk about your exes and your breakups and stuff. For me, that's a really big conversation. I've had a lot of experiences with breakups and being with different types of women. Like, so, like that is a good conversation to have. And sometimes a woman can make you believe that you're in a relationship when you're actually not. Like, so it depends. But there's a lot of different factors to just genuinely how women are. You know, not every woman's the same. There's a lot of different things that can happen as a result of you dating a certain type of person, bro. It's also quite exciting. Quite exciting. Who's it that does that in Marvel? Gore the God Butcher. Ooh, so exciting. That's how I feel about relationships. Ooh, breakups, so exciting. It will change you, bro, trust me. You know, that was Cody, a content creator or a music creator. He said, are you just starting story mode now? Well, through the story mode, I can show you how much of the Shingbak food that I've taken out. That's a good question. So right here, I'm going to go into the menu. From the menu, I'm going to go into the objectives. I had to think about it. From the objectives right here, you can see there's all these different side quests that you can do, including some of the anime side quests. Right here. Which I will be doing some of those. There is also the add-on mission, the recent featured event, which is a Dead by Daylight event where you go to the Oni and you discover a new dimension, a new realm. Interesting crossover. You might want to check that out if you haven't already. I've uploaded the full screen video and some shorts as well. Right here, the Shinbaku, the main bad guys in Assassin's Creed Shadows. You can see I've taken out quite a few of them and left Lady Oshi alive because it's Yasuke's girlfriend practically. He's not allowed to date her though. But I think he actually probably will become a high-ranking... I don't think he does, but like I'm hoping that it becomes like a high-ranking daisho or something, and you know, technically he would have if, of course, Nobunaga stayed alive. But that's not a spoiler. But yeah, you can see, you know, some of them I've kept alive. If they're yellow, I've spared them. If they're red, they have been slain. The Twisted Tree has been completely completed, but I actually regret not killing this one because the perk that you get for ending them all, I didn't get. Also, there is a companion that's a dog. What I'm going to say is if you're new to the game, there's a moment where you simp or not simp for Lady Oshi. At that moment, regarding the dog, don't simp. She don't want you to simp. But my dumb ass was like, oh, maybe Yasuke and her were going to have a thing. So I simped. And then the kids took the dog. So I could have had the dog as a companion. And your companions are basically allies. Your allies, rather, not your companions. The league that you can use to call into combat. So there's one that I probably won't be able to get. I'm pretty sure it was that dog. Which would be really cool to call the dog in to come and do something. And if you remember, like back in the old school Assassin's Creed games, like the original Ezio... not trilogy because there's more than 3 games of it, but the Ezio gameplays into Brotherhood is where you can begin to call your allies to come and help you in battle. You know, there are different factions you can use in Assassin's Creed 2, but if you remember, when you could really call in your allies that you're building up, that began in Brotherhood. So think of it in that way. That's what your league is in Assassin's Creed Shadows. But they all have different personalities, different traits, different abilities. And you have the storylines with these characters as well. For example, Junjiro right here is at the beginning at the game with you. He's a very pivotal character at the story of Assassin's Creed Shadows. This character reminds me of Naruto as well. He has a headband, slightly chubby. He's also orphaned. You find out a bit more. I won't spoil it for you, but you might want to check that out. Naruto is also a mythical character in Japanese folklore. So, Naruto comes from Japanese folklore, which is the reason why I thought Junjiro could technically be that character. So we're going to see if he's going to evolve into a Naruto-style character at some point. Also, I have a tailed mount fox. So going into my mounts, you can see right here the Shikuya Beast, which is a purchase from the store, but I also have a Sakura Fox mount right here, reminding you of the Kyuubi from Naruto, Shonen Jump anime and manga. The mangaka, Naruto-kun. Japanese folklore. I'm going to select this and use the Sakura Fox mount. It's actually a purchase in the store. Don't forget, for your purchases on your PC or in Rainbow Six Siege, you can use my creator code provided by Ubisoft, Anthony Allen, in all capitals, all together, no spaces. Once again, thank you to Ubisoft for providing me with Assassin's Creed Shadows, making this live stream, some more long form videos, and my short form videos, all possible. Love you guys, Ubisoft. Let's go, baby. We got this. Team Water as well, also available. Don't forget the fundraiser link, which should be highlighted to you right now. Might do a super chat goal in the chat in a sec, but first, let's give you more gameplay first. Yeah, man. I'm awake, bro. I'm awake, bro. Let me quickly check the chat before I progress. Is the game good? 100% yes. Kevin, you prefer Yahweh? Do you prefer Naoe or Yasuke? I would say I prefer Naoe because she's more nimble, and I'm a more of a nimble style character. But being able to fend yourself in any situation with Yasuke definitely is a perk, bro. Like even the rift that I've just done, Yasuke was needed. There was no way I was doing that without Yasuke. I was like, no way. So it depends on the situation and the storyline. I think Yasuke is a very good story character. But in terms of stealth, my bro be lacking. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you want to stealth it with Yasuke, it's a challenge. Is that a challenge? Yes, it is. I mean, you still can. He is working on the plans. He's gone. I've turned off the blood and the decapitation as well, so you can have a clear gaming experience without being interrupted in terms of graphic nature. I'm gonna have to dive here instead of going prone. This is gonna be tricky because if she gets up at the wrong time, it's really shallow water, so but there's like little pickup moments. Nathan Griffin says, "Thank you. You're welcome." Separate storylines. There are different story beats. Yes, so basically, Naoe and Yasuke both have their storylines and threads that you can follow, but then you also have the main storyline that you can follow. So there are different storylines that you can ignore or do in your own time, as well as the main storyline and concept of the game. So, for example, Yasuke is finding Nobutsuno Sensei's students. Nobutsuno Sensei helped train Yasuke in the arts of the samurai. So, his students have taken a lot of his teachings and weapons on their own journey and have turned away from the life of being a samurai over time. You can actually take out those samurai and become Nobutsuno Sensei's top ranking student. So, that is a quest that you can do in the game. Let's show you the objectives right now. Nobutsuno Sensei is a very good character, and that part of Yasuke's story is one of the best stories I've experienced in Assassin's Creed. Right, so let me quickly show you those objectives right now. So right here in the objectives, if I go to Nobutsuno Sensei's students, right here, Nobutsuno Sensei's students, you can see I've spared 3 of them. And that's because they were quite depressed. they were like really depressed samurai. They were like, you know, a swordsman, not even just samurai. They were using quite a few different types of weapons. For example, one of them using a naginata. Naginata is a weapon that I'll show you right now. So I actually might do another one just to show you, because where are we right now? We're near Yamato, aren't we? I don't think I'm near Yamato. Let's have a look. I mean, Yamashiro. Omi's right here. Yamato is down here to the right. So I'll definitely do one for this gameplay. Don't worry. There's all this type of area up here where I haven't, you know, really delved too deep into it, which I really need to. The Onyu Pass is definitely going to be something interesting. So I'm going to quickly do this shrine first, actually. So Nobutsuno Sensei students. Group of elite samurai. Now I can't take him out from the front. And if you notice, if you leave Naoe in the water, in shallow water, she'll get out a piece of bamboo and she'll breathe through it, which I think is really cool. She'll use it as a straw. Probably won't taste nice. Easy here. Very steady, steady, steady. I have an idea. Right, so the idea is, throw the shinobi bell over there.
What's going on?
And I'm not going to go through the water. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to make sure the civilian doesn't know anything. Just so no one's alerted. Oh, he ducked at the wrong time. I want to go and pick that kunai back up. Oh my god, woman, relax.
Help me!
Shut up. Good god. She was panicking. I couldn't leave her. Give my kunai back. Ah, really? Really? You gonna do that to me? You just do me dirty like that. Do me dirty. Oh, take my shinobi bell back. Thank you very much. Let's have a look around here. See what I want. This man. I'm gonna take him out. Let's go take him out. Let's do this. Look before you move. Let's have a look around. We good? Alright, here I'm gonna grab a hook up to the ceiling to check this out. I want to close this door first. See if I can close it without even noticing. You ready? And also, with telekinesis. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna whistle, grab a hook to the ceiling, and then take him out. Check this out. He went the wrong way. Dude, where are you going? Oh no. Oh no. What a waste, man. I'm gonna have to kill you now. Oops. I misstepped. Quickly check that chat. Your chat's all good. The chat's all good. Real good. I got 2 cans of Rubicon right there. If you just noticed that. 2 cans of Rubicon. Team Water. Don't forget those links. And the Mr. Beast connection right there. The fundraiser. You can get involved and help provide clean water to those that have need. $1 or £1 is 1 year of clean water. Don't forget, guys. Alright. Also going to add a super chat goal in a minute. These two could be tricky to take out because they're so separated. But when there's a will, there's a way. There's a radius with a smoke bomb. Good night. Well, that was the front entrance, so I could take out the rest of the civilians if I really wanted to. Is she scrubbing that wall or is she opening the door? She was closing the door. He said, big up Team Water. Hashtag Team Water. If nothing goes right, go left. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's also good to keep your self-esteem up as well, man. Like if you, you've just had a breakup, what you want to do as well is you want to make sure that you're not short-changing yourself in terms of what you're going through. You know what I mean? Like, were you dependent on that person for anything? Was it a very emotional relationship? Were you in love? Like, if it was anything like that, what you want to do is you want to make sure you acknowledge it. Last thing you want to do is not acknowledge it and then go through something without respecting what you're going through. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you at least respect it. Human Ghost says, yeah, W. Anthony, oh, big up, man. Some people would downplay things that you go through, so it's really important that you acknowledge it yourself. It makes it a lot easier. People who do it for a variety of reasons. They could find it hard to see you going through something. Many different reasons. Try not to dwell on other people's reasons of not acknowledging what you're going through and rather acknowledge it yourself. First step. I've cleared this little place now. Gonna go to the shrine. Shrine time. Let's go Naoe. I don't want to take the road. And call my Sakura mount. Alright. Which way? Okay. Let's do it. Shaneng says, tell me some tips on AC shadows. Well, you've got quite a few tips. I'll probably be walking you through quite a lot of them in this gameplay. I would say, don't rush. You can rush, but initially, your movement, don't. Make it nice and steady and slow. Pay attention to the details. I always do in Assassin's Creed. Paying attention to those details can be extremely rewarding and helps you get things right, because each of the NPCs have their own mannerisms and things that they do in certain situations. That's a mega big tip right there. And with other tips, I could literally make a glossary video. For example, that tip. I'll show you that right now in action. So not even to do with combat or stealth or anything right now. I'm just going to take my time, look around, see what's around me, and then I'm going to observe. So holding the left trigger, you can observe. There's a light dot in the center of the screen, and things that you highlight will change the cursor. So right now it's on an NPC. We can't do anything with him. You can see that the dot is now dimmed, showing us that that interaction is not going to be worthwhile. We can't do anything really with him. Arashiyama is where we currently are. But holding the observe button, you can find loot, points of interest, and a lot more. It's very good to use that. Another tip is try using Eagle Vision and Observe. So right now I'm using Eagle Vision. If there were any enemies, they would highlight in red. I can ping them by using Observe. This is something that's taught to you at the beginning of the game. Observe is the left trigger. You can hold it down. And of course you move around with the right stick. Very useful. A rotting fruit. She was an OnlyFans chick. I don't, it's like being a content creator though. It's just obviously it's of a sexual nature. Tenryoji. So it actually depends on your belief and how you see things. But I don't really judge OnlyFans chicks in that kind of way, man. I just think they're different types of content creators. I was checking out an OnlyFans chick earlier today. Not even in like a... I just was. Ain't gonna lie. But if you're talking about your faith, Jesus, if you're a Christian, helped a prostitute, saved her from death. So, because men of faith were throwing stones at her, this guy wants me to leave. I was holding observe at the same time. My bad. My ally is now attacking you. Now I'm free from your gaze. Katsuhime is shooting for the life of her, bro. blast was. We ain't lying. There was lots of blasting. Well done, Katsuhime. Well, let's turn off the guide. Let's grab this. You could, you know, meet your wife in a line of work that you wouldn't expect to meet your wife in. You know, it depends on you as a person, what kind of things you're willing to... Very difficult one. Very difficult one. Now, I've mentioned this earlier about eagle vision and then using observe, so I'm pinging the enemy. Now, if I was using the right trinket, which is something you can equip, so let me show you that. So right here, you can see a trinket. This is the cerulean puzzle trinket that I've currently got on. I can't really show you it. I can customize it. Right, so I'll give it a different look. It's right here. At the moment, I've put the childlike trinket of childlike bravery. And it has the origami butterfly looking thing. But what it actually looks like is this, the cerulean puzzle trinket. Each trinket gives Naoe a different perk. And Yasuke has his own trinkets, but they're not called trinkets. These all have perks, but you can customize them to look different. So I'm going to put this back to the way it normally looks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly run through what that is. So, from here, move this over. And you can see that information where it says the cerulean puzzle trinket gives Naoe 8.7% more health. 21.5% more adrenaline gain. Your adrenaline is what you use when you get a chunk full for your abilities. So if you've ever seen me use Shadow Barrage or anything like that, different weapon abilities, or using the adrenaline chunk, then you have another engraving that you can add to the trinket. So much like your weapons, you can add engravings, and each engraving has different perks. You collect these when you're out and about in the world, destroying enemies, or going through loot crates. So when you're collecting things in feudal Japan, these are the different things that you can get towards your weapons and your equipment. Right, so give me 2 seconds because my effort is all over that place. I just need something real quick. Alright, where's my afro pick? Because my hair is looking kind of odd. I can shut the windows slightly because it's not as hot. Alex on 60 Hertz says hi. Hello to you, Alex. I see you, bro. Hashtag Team Water. Big up Team Water. Also, I've thanked Ubisoft, but I forgot to thank Mr. Beast for this live stream. So thank you, Mr. Beast, for providing me with my hashtag Team Water hoodie and inviting me on to Team Water. I'm going to add a super chat goal into the chat right now. That's a good one, I like that. Right, so I've added a live goal. The live goal is, and if we reach that live goal, I'll do a community gaming night. I've had some friends and some family members, as well as some viewers, that have asked me to obviously want to game with me, but I do have memberships for that. But for this goal, this super chat goal, what I've done is if we reach the goal, I will host a community gaming night. So I'll jump on a game like Fortnite and everyone can join in. So I'll just open up the party and you can join in with that game. Or, for example, if we're playing anything that's multiplayer, Rainbow Six Siege, I'd invite you into the matchup and then we can have a gaming session together. That's what the goal is. So if we reach our goal with super chats in the chat that you can see, so it should be at the top along with the team water donations as well. We can get that goal. That's the goal that I've put there. So you can jump in, help us towards that goal. If we get it, we've got 30 minutes to reach that goal. So if you want a community gaming night with me right here on the channel, that's the goal to reach. So check that out. All available if we get there. Can you grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit? Who's Lamar Jackson again? Why am I thinking Leroy Jenkins? You might have to remind me who that is, bro. You might have to remind me who that is. Are you making an edit, basically? Alright then, hold up. You ready? What kind of grab do you want? You want me to pick my camera? Because it does defocus the bad boy, so I need to be careful with this webcam. So it depends what you want. With that one, that's probably the most I can do, because if I take it off my stand, it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna go down well. I'll have to research what that is. Alright. Easy. Close. Where's the other one gone? And also, is the page close? It looks like it is. Okay, so... tricky. Go down this way so we don't get caught. Very tricky. Because if I drop... I'd have to go down to the bottom and get back up. I'm going to hold this for a sec. If he gets close enough, I can get that other guard to move at the right time.
How dare you? It's not normal. Hold it.
I had to focus this there. One kunai. Sorry, sir. I need that kunai back. And for some reason, that did not pick it up. What's up with it not giving me my kunai back?
We have secured the area from any potential threat.
Have you? I don't think you have, mate. Oh.
Killed. Enemies are about.
You're not wrong. Oh, I got my kunai back now. About time. Nice and steady, guys. Alright, what are you saying there? Is this on Nightmare? No, it's not. This is on normal. So this is normal difficulty right here. Just I'm more in my rhythm with things. No, I'm not going to do that. The reason why I'm not going to cover the camera is because it's auto-focusing. If I cover the camera, it will defocus my camera, especially with this type of lighting. So that's not something that I'm going to do right now. Because it will ruin the stream. So I'm not going to do that right now. Who's an elite? I mean, attacking him like this will not end him. I'm going to take out everybody else around him first. This is a shrine, by the way, guys. Interesting. This guard's got to go. This guard is gone. Good night. Your friend indoors will also be gone, and I'll take out the lights as well at the same time. Uh-oh. Where'd the light go? Taking out the lights and the candles will startle the enemies, but if you do that, they cannot see you, and you can see a white outline around Naoe right now. She's unseen. Also at the top of the screen, right where it says Ten Ryuji Temple, there's an eye with a line through it, and you know that you are invisible right now to the eye, to the naked eye. You will need night vision to see you. And nobody has that in feudal Japan. Take some of these resources that you can use to build and improve your hideout. Crafting materials. Oh, that elite guard might lead to a last. So I'll have a fight with him. Make sure he cannot see me. He saw something. He's not moving. It's only a glance. Thankfully. Let's go and get that lost page. This is the second of 3. I can't swing to that. I can't. Let me up. Nope. That's it. Thank you. Second page. The third page is over there. So we're going to move around the elite. Probably come back for the loot. Should have been a leap of faith. Vaidha says hello. And Jeremy Jones says hello as well. See you guys. Says, have you beaten the game yet? No, because I don't like to rush. But I will, because there is a Ubisoft challenge and it's August. So I kind of need to, at this point, start Ubisoft to egging me on to be like, yeah, you gotta complete it. But I was enjoying it.
Huh?
He's not gonna last long like that. Where'd she go? Oh, just heavy attacks the whole time. Wow, okay. Is that what you're gonna do the whole time? Or are you gonna... That's literally what he's gonna do the whole time. Oh no!
We need reinforcements.
Oh. Gotta take him out. I have no choice. He's a weird elite, man. You heard that bush? Your armor's gone. like him.
Bring me more warriors.
Bro. This dude ain't dying. Look at your health.
Where are my reinforcements?
God, you got to kill so many people before the main guy. Yeah, and I just decided to do that. So I knew he was going to be a bit of a hassle. So if I went for him during... I don't have guaranteed assassination on, so if I went for him during everybody else being around, it would have been a big battle. So I'm using stealth, so I just thought take out the rest of them and then take him out. It'd be the same with the die show as well, which is why it makes the die show a bit of a challenge sometimes. Alright, let's take out the loot and let's destroy some more of them. Let's get them. All of them. They all will fall by my hand. They like it or not. And I need to pay attention. Because if I don't... Guys, super chat goal is still active. I might be eating a banana in a minute because there's a banana in front of me and I kind of want to eat it. I'm like, a banana? A banana? A banana? Oh. Banana. Ooh. Alright, so that temple is complete. Now nighttime, we're gonna find one of Nobutsuna Sensei students as Yasuke. Let's switch to Yasuke. What time are we on today? We're actually streaming a lot earlier, so I'm just gonna quickly check the time. We're on at 8:25, not too shabby at all. So I managed to, there was something I needed to do, and there was a lot of paperwork today, man. And like, you know, I was talking to people that live in my building and stuff, and then I was like, damn, I got all that paperwork to do, so I came up. It took me time, but I got it done. I think I done well. I think I done alright with it. Alright, so Yasuke. Yasuke Kuruchai. Yasuke kun. Yasuke Ruru. Tadama. Tadama. The muscles in my legs right now are like tough, man. It's like I grew up doing martial arts because my uncle was a British Thai boxing champion, bro. And right now, I can tell... I know I used to do a lot of running and athletics and all that sort of stuff in school. But right now, my legs, I think, are more powerful than they've ever been. Like, my legs are just solid right now, like my calves and stuff. I'm proud of my legs right now, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Not sure if it's the strongest I've ever been because I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost like 4 stone. So, not sure if it's the most powerful I've ever been, but boy, I don't want to take a kick from these legs, mate. But it's good though, because it's like, you know, if you... Hold on. I'm going to customize Yasuke. Get ready for this fight with this student of Nobunaga. I'm really going to get ready for it though. I'm not going to play around with it. Like, I'm going to make sure. I'm going to go for his most... What's that? 20% posture damage per adrenaline chunk field. Cool. You have 2 adrenaline chunks, so what about this one? 75 damage, but limit health to 25%. I don't think so, bro. So I'm going to definitely dive into this really good fight right now. It's going to be ridiculous. She's going to be like, what? So that's what that's about. I'm like, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to keep that on. Samurai sword for the main. Customize you. No, he looks more like a warrior. Although the horns might be better. Go back to Yasuke. He looks like a Wakandan. You said you're at the same spot. I don't know if you're at the same... I get what you mean, the same location. Hey, Flango, yeah, I see you, bro. Yo, welcome back, bro. Been a little minute. Sorry, I didn't realize you was in the chat there. I was just going through, like, the actual words that were written. Didn't look at your username. Good to see you today, bro. Big up, big up. Flango back in here. I'll see you, bro. The review, Dad. Hey, yo, let's go, my G. We were literally just talking a while ago, weren't we? Good to see you checking out the stream. It's good to see you here, man. Obviously, we've got the objective with the live verticals, so I'm there. I've got my fundraiser. I've got my goals. I've done. Who was it that spoke about the SEO? I've got the SEO going. I didn't get my SEO to the best though, like, but testing it out here and there. you're number 3 right now as well with you, Dad. Right, so you're on the you're the 3rd in the active chat. I don't know how, because you've just joined, so you might have done something. You done something. You done something. Who was the Irish girl? I really want to check out her channel. Because she's doing Battlefield 6. I can't. If I download Battlefield 6 now, it'd take me quite a long time. But I want to check out her channel. So when we get back into the next meeting, I need to take some names down, bro. What's going on with the controller there? I'm gonna like, hey, good stuff. You said your favorite Yasuke or something else. Story-wise, Yasuke's story is quite amazing. He kind of does remind me a little bit of... Adewale doesn't go through the same kind of... His journey is a bit different though. Like, Adewale's journey is kind of like... He goes through things, but it's not the same trajectory. Like, he helps the Maroons, which are my ancestry. My direct ancestry, Maroons. So he helps the Maroons in the Caribbean, in Jamaica, where the observatory is. They don't mention it's Jamaica, they just put it in the West Indies, in the Caribbean. And it's actually Jamaica, man. Kingston is the capital of Jamaica. But that's the one. I'm writing that down. I need my pen. 2 seconds, guys. Because for me, I've had my fair share of hate on YouTube, man. So when she was saying it, I was like, I have been there. I understand exactly. But Battlefield 6 itself, I want to check that out. Give me a sec. Because I'm not playing. I haven't played that game or downloaded it yet. We've got 4 active live chats on the statistics right there. I've left Yasuke on the screen for quite some time. Let's make sure that we're not, leaving any viewers out, and let's make sure we jump back into the game real quick as well. Got to make sure, keeping you guys entertained with this one. Can get some other horses. It's probably a good idea to get some other horses. So pick a different colour so it's just got more variation to it. Over here. Oh, we've got a little bit of a delay with the stream. Don't worry about that, because it will fix itself. It will fix itself. Believe. Believe. What's your favourite Assassin's Creed game? The review that needs to go. I'll see you with another one. Thanks for joining in today. What's your favorite Assassin's Creed game? Predator Hand, I think your name is. I can't pick a favorite Assassin's Creed game because I haven't completed them all fully, entirely. So there's things about Assassin's Creed that I very much enjoy. So it would be unfair of me to pick a favorite. Does sound like a cop-out answer, but I'm not gonna answer it until I've got a decent answer, if that makes any sense. But yeah, okay. Let's give the Naginata some customization too, and then we'll do our weapons. Let's go. Want it more gold? Ooh. What do I like the look of that? I ain't gonna lie. What's I like the look of that? Oh, oh. Wow. That's definitely the Team Water Naginata, that is. I like that. Master of Assassin says hi. I'll see you in the chat, Master of Assassin. Are you going to do the stealth challenge that Ubisoft have issued for Assassin's Creed Shadows? Do you have Assassin's Creed Shadows? Is that something that you want to do? You said the Flango says the beta is super nice. I hear it is. I hear it is, yeah. I hear it's very nice. Yeah, trust me, that's a nice Naginata that is. Visualize it a sec. Yeah. You're mine. Customizing it like that. Just like that. I don't want anything else on it. I mean, I could go here with the cherry blossom. But I'm not going to do that right now. And for my blades, I think I'm going to leave blades where they are. Alright, Yasuke. It's your turn. We're going to find the enemy. And we're going to destroy them. Alright. Into the objectives. Into the objectives. Wakasa. Yamato. Key. Which is down below. It's already been found apparently. Negoroji. And he's east of Gato Guard Post. Huh. Tricky. He's within Negoroji. I want to guess like here? No. I don't know where that is in Key. Basically. Oh, Negoroji's here. Fudo-do Temple. Fudo-do Temple. East is that way. So, there we go. Is there in Assassin's Creed Shadows a way to get the item from normal contract? Is there a way to get an item from a normal contract? There are contracts, so let me just take you to one of my hideouts here. So you can purchase hideouts in specific areas that you've already been to. If you have them on, you can build a little mini hideout temporarily so you can fast travel there. I'll do that now. And then in each of these hideouts, you have contracts that you can take on, yeah. So you can sort of earn things that way, but there are really big missions and quests that you're going to get items anyway, so I'll show you that as well. Good question. Facty Grey, I think your name is, says hi, hello to you. Right, so for example, hold on, it's asking me to highlight something because we're near the objective, which is over there. Look at his health chunks, bro. His armor chunks, crazy. I gotta make sure I do my mastery. Right, so we've got these contracts in your hideouts. These contracts will give you opportunity to get like crafting materials, most likely. So let's just show you a few of them. It has changed. Ooh, no, opportunities are new. Rumors of gear. Of a gear merchant in this area. Music. Rumors of an inspiring musician in this area. Huh. That's new. You said, do you like Assassin's Creed Origins? I very much do like Assassin's Creed Origins, yeah. It was one of the first that I delved in for like a crazy amount of hours. Like I literally was made a video specifically from Ubisoft on my stats in Assassin's Creed Origins, just to give you an idea of that. So you have these quests here where you can get crafting materials and stuff, but you also have these new opportunities that I'm probably going to have a look at in a minute as well, because that's interesting. But if you want to get your items and your weapons from quests, you can go into the objectives, and each of these objectives normally give you something. So for example, this group here is going to give me a, I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to move it over. It's going to give me 5,500 XP for both Naoe and Yasuke. Then it's going to give me an engraving for Yasuke. And then next to that, you can see that it's also going to... That might not be an engraving, it might be an ability. And then also next to that, you can see something for my hideout. So your main hideout, you can build buildings, outdoor items, a garden, different stable things, like everything that you would think an assassin's hideout has in feudal Japan. You can build that and decorate it. So a dojo for your allies and all that different kind of stuff. There are specific animals that you can collect by doing different quests and different things in and around feudal Japan in the game. And you can use and build those animals in your hideout. So you can collect a bunch of cats and you can have those cats in your hideout that you can just stroke in your hideout whenever you want and pet them and all this sort of stuff. I have a little petting zoo in my hideout. And I also have like a theme to the buildings. So you can change the roofing, you can change the walls, you can decorate the inside, you can upgrade your blacksmith so you can build more with your weapons and do things more efficiently with your weapons. You can build a building for your scouts. You can build sleeping quarters so you can have more people at your hideout. All of this is all available in the hideout, and I'll take you to that in the gameplay because I've just spoke about it, so I can't leave you out. You said it's max level 100 in the mastery. Right, so if I go into the mastery right now, it doesn't really work that way. Right, so for example, I'm going to take off all of my current attributes that I have on the Kanabo moveset. So right here, the Kanabo is a specific type of weapon. I'm going to reset everything in the Kanabo thread right here in the Kanabo skill tree. So you can see everything. So I'm going to reset everything in the skill tree. Check this out. So all of those ability points are now available to me. I have 70 ability points now. So let me just move this around a bit. So in that side, over there, in that direction, you can see these 70 above Kanabo Mastery. That's 70 attribute points that I've collected by doing different things and leveling up. But you also have a knowledge rank. Your knowledge rank is on the left. Right, so right here. So if you can see the traditional Japanese style writing, their levels right there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So in this direction right here, beneath where I'm pointing, they're numbers. That's your knowledge rank. But you can see your knowledge rank upgrading every time you do things like collecting lost pages at temples and sort of building your knowledge on Japan. So when you're building your knowledge on Japan, you're actually getting knowledge ranks. So all of your knowledge is actually collected. So if you collect lost pages, you will have codex entries, database entries, all of these different things where you're actually collecting the actual real world knowledge. For example, right here, the Tenryoji Temple and the Rinzai School. We've just been to the Tenryoji Temple and the Rinzai School is in that location, and we went there earlier on. But the codex entry was added because I zoomed in using observe on the fragment codex entry. So you might have seen me do that in this gameplay. I held observe, zoomed in, and there was a floating data. I collected that. This is that data entry. So if I click into it, you'll see what I mean. You're learning about feudal Japan. The Tenryoji Temple and the Rinzai School. The Tenryoji Temple was established in 1339 by the Ashikaga, the Ashiga Tagoyoji, founder of the Ashiga shogunate and protector of the northern court. Tenryoji benefited from its foundation, from part of the trade income between the archipelago and China of the Yuan and the Mongol dynasty. Merchant ships were sent to China from 1342, the profits of which were used for the construction and expansion of the temple. This decision to reconnect with China after the Mongol wars of the end of the 13th century was taken by the shogun on the advice of the Zen monk Maishu Soseki, one of the great intellectual figures of this time. So if you think about the Greek, Roman times and all that sort of thing, as you have like philosophers and things of that time, that is where this was established. Going on, established in the Saga district on the western outskirts of the capital Kyoto, Tenryoji quickly became one of the great Zen monasteries of the Rinzai sect. In fact, it was one of the 5 mountains, the 5 most powerful temples of the sect. The Tenryoji, which burned many times throughout its history, became a center of intellectual and artistic life of the 5 mountain culture. Founded by Mosu Soseki, its Zen garden was considered one of the finest examples of the art. Reworked and modified over time, it remains a beautiful example of 5 mountains culture. Zen, in its Rinzai version, was imported from China at the end of the 12th century by the monk Issai. Issai introduced a new doctrine with the support from the leaders of the Kamakura shogunate regime, who favored the arrival of Chinese Zen masters. Rinzai advocates for seated meditation in the lotus position using Quan. So if you think of like when you're doing like yoga, the lotus position, if I'm not mistaken, is when you have your legs flailed, you have your feet together. Might be wrong, because it's a stretch that I like to do, which is why I'm thinking it's the same stretch. But it's a groin stretch, and you're sort of sitting, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if you have your hands out, but the lotus flower is kind of like the position that you're kind of in. So I know it's something similar to the stretch that I like to do for my groin, because I like to roundhouse kick quite high. So you're learning about things that you don't even know you're learning about when you're reading this thing, man. The Rinzai advocates for seated meditation in the lotus position using Quan, paradoxal questions that allow access to the enlightenment, the Satori. So if you're a Naruto fan, Satori is actually the name of a ninja in the Shogun mangaka and anime show. So Satori is named after something of enlightenment. Let's continue to read, and then I'll finish up by visualizing the artistry that Ubisoft and scholars have found that I'll be able to show you on screen, backing up this codex entry. This practice was favored by warriors who allowed the Rinzai school to prosper. Between the 14th and 16th century, the great Zen masters understood how to become trusted advisors to the main shoguns of the Ashiga dynasty, much like how the Jesuits knew how to advise certain Western princes. So there are a lot of Western princes over the different times, and we have touched upon some of them, but we've kind of gone further to the east with those princes. So we went to like Istanbul in Revelations. So all of these different types of historical evidence and entries have been entered into the game for you to learn. When you're doing it in Assassin's Creed Shadows, though, you actually get some perks for doing so. So let's visualize this picture and show you what all of this culminates into. And you can see the location changing due to the school and, of course, the mountains tradition. It was the 5 mountains tradition. All of the different philosophers and the arts that used to come to this location, if I'm not mistaken, in Kyoto. So you have all of that information right there that I've just read out to you. Hopefully you've understood what I've said. I tried to get through it quickly because this is a live stream and I don't want to drone on too long with that codex entry, but you can always pause, go back and read. That's something that you can do if you rewatch this live stream so you can get all of the context of that piece of history and information we've just got. I'm going to move this around on screen so you get a new look at the image that's on screen as well, because all of that history is just... Let me just show you on screen a little bit more. Look it up. The history in Assassin's Creed Shadows is absolutely gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Flango says amazing. Well, thank you so much. I tried to read it as quickly as possible. It's kind of difficult when you're streaming and you're trying to read. But it's a really jarring feeling. Like, I can't explain it. You said Valhalla is your fave and Mirage. What makes Valhalla really good is when it was released earlier on, there were like players finding things that the historians have found and left in the position. So people are finding like, you know, certain things in certain areas and going like something called geocaching. Geocaching is an activity you can do here in the UK or around different parts of Britain. And you can kind of find like these hidden puzzles that are like hidden in plain sight, but you wouldn't know they're actually there. And it will say something like, you know, you can get geocaching apps and it will say, walk to this hill, look to the right, north, and then underneath this slab of rock, you'll find me. And then you'll actually do, like, you'll do it and you'll find like people have put things there that you can collect. And so it's a weird activity.